One thing that my family has made for years, and at one point sold on a small scale, is calendula cream. This beeswax-based cream is infused with oils of the calendula flower. These oils are thought to have beneficial healing effects. A 2013 review of existing literature showed that while little research has been conducted on the subject, that which has been shows promise, with calendula oil showing antibacterial, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory properties among different similar species of the plant. To make this, we pick the flowers of the calendula plant and soak those flowers for 3 or more weeks in olive oil. Draining the oil, we squeeze out as much as possible from the flowers. While squeezing out the flowers can introduce cloudiness into the oil and might want to be avoided if the product is left as an oil, but this process is going to make a translucent product anyway, so it does not really matter. We are using some beeswax candle drippings and some wax from a local beekeeper. It is important to use beeswax in this application. The wax does not really need to be cut up, but we do it so that we can have finer control over the amount of wax we are adding, and the size of the chunks of wax is inversely related to the speed that wax melts into the oil at. The heating of the oil and the resulting melting of wax into it is done in a double boiler to prevent the mixture from getting too hot. A double boiler can only get the contents inside to the boiling point of the liquid used in it, in this case water. Luckily, the melting point of wax is below the boiling point of water. When using the double boiler, we try to limit the amount of water that boils off by keeping the flame heating it low. This is for two reasons. Important to the final product is attempting to limit the amount of water vapor that condenses on the inside of the can. Also, keeping the flame low reduces the amount of propane we burn. Before this batch, we did not know the wax-oil ratio to use. My mom had a general idea, and how she has always done it is to put what she knows is less wax than she wants, and once it is fully melted and mixed in, take a drip out. Once this drip has fully cooled, she will test it and add an amount of wax she feels is appropriate. Another drip is taken and the process repeated until the correct stiffness of cream is achieved. A higher percentage of wax results in a stiffer cream, and a higher percentage of oil results in a softer cream. Though we try not to have to do it, if the cream gets too stiff, more oil can be added to soften it. The ratio I found from measuring the components of this batch is 88% oil and 12% wax by weight. Once everything is added, melted, tested, and mixed well, we pour it into reused commercial hand cream containers. But many different containers could work. This amount, 256 grams by ingredients, is about the amount we use in a year. It does not make sense to make more as it will get rancid after a while. To slow this down, we store it in the freezer until we need the next container. We use the cream as a general moisturizer, lips, hands, and on small boo-boos. It seems to help with these, but we have never done any sort of testing yet. Given the research I found on calendula, this does not seem odd that it would do so. It is a very simple cream that we can make ourselves.